Welcome. Thank you for choosing me as your tarot card reader. Today, we're going to be looking at what's going on in your love life at this time. So take a deep breath, relax, and let us begin. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you come to it, whenever you feel drawn to it, the messages will be for you at whatever time period you are at in your timeline. I'll be looking at the future outcome of whatever situation this is in the extended, as well as the deck list for the decks that I'll be using. Those will be available in the description box below after this reading. So, first quarter moon is popping into my head pretty strong. Whatever that may represent here. Carry your weather, be groovy, or leave, and an eye for an eye. I feel like there's a message here right off the bat asking you to pay attention to how you feel, and your actions should be based off of that right now in this situation. A lot of you are waiting for something to happen, but if there's nothing good going on in your love life now, it may be time to kind of stop waiting. It may be time to stop the being in suspense, you know, for something to happen to you, for them to make a move, and to just kind of release yourself from that energy and to be free. Now, how you want to define freedom is up to you. Now, I also feel that there's going to be a turning of the tables, a turning of the events. With an eye for an eye, it kind of feels like something that happened to you is going to be happening to them. So, I mean, I'm kind of picking up on a bit of a waiting and chasing dynamic, where it might kind of be like, well, you're going to decide not to wait, and then they're going to start chasing, something like that. We also have carry your weather. I feel like this just wants you to analyze your emotions, though. We have protection at the top of the deck, and water has memory at the bottom of the deck. So protection is just letting you know that you're protected right now. You've got your guides, your angels, or just the universe looking out for you right now. There's a feeling of divine timing and the right things at play for you at this time. Protection from the evil eye. Some of you may have had some people around you thinking very negatively about you. There could have been gossip, stuff like that, that only affects you if you allow it to affect you, to be honest. Could be a million people saying bad things about you. If you decide to be protected, then you are. If you decide to let that penetrate your aura, your field, then it will, and it will affect your energy, right? But keep in mind that you are protected. No weapon for me against me shall prosper. Water has memory at the bottom of the deck. This is a talking point that wants to come up. If you look at how sound affects the formation of patterns, I want to say in water, crystals, and ice, stuff like that, and sand, you really want to be looking at how you talk to yourself right now. You might want to look up how sound, the things we say, music, and vibrational frequencies affect the formation, I want to say, of ice crystals and of sand. You might want to look up a video on that if you feel drawn to it, and learn about that if you haven't already. Maybe someone can link to a video in the comment section below. But this is to help you understand and think about the actual things that you vocalize. Thoughts from your mouth is the most powerful when you use your vocal cords. Also typing, just kind of anything really that has to do with how you're using language. Even if you don't think it's significant, the little ways that we talk to ourselves, talk to others, think about ourselves, think about others. We're on autopilot a lot of the time until you're conscious. Then everything becomes a choice once you're conscious, especially when it comes to thoughts and words and how we act. It's highlighting the fact that there is a huge effect on you and your life right now based on what you're saying and thinking. So be conscious of this. That's all I really need to say about it. Now, going into the relationship itself, we're going to be drawing some tarot. But I want to draw a couple liminal cards as well. Just about the relationship. We have Season of the Witch. This is a time to manifest. There's a lot of energy at your disposal. And Love Garden, mysteriously coming out in reverse. What's that all about? Basically, I feel like a lot of you guys watching, your love garden isn't super pretty right now. This could be because of a situation that you were in, that you created, that you stayed in, that happened to you. I don't like to think of things as happening to you. We pull in events to help us grow based on our frequency. You know what I mean? You got to ask why something's happening. Why is it happening for me? You know, what is the reason for this situation? You know, a lot of people go into kind of victim mode about things, and sometimes just a tragedy strikes and we don't want to question why it's happening to us. That's fine. But especially when it comes to love, you guys, if you feel trapped in a situation, you know, you do have efficacy here. You guys are not helpless. You know, so ask why we are in these situations, why we feel trapped, why we keep drawing in this type of person, why this person won't text me, etc., etc., etc. It's really good and it's really healthy to confront, because that's what it is, confrontation, these sides of us that we don't want to face that are being highlighted in love. And this can be done through visualizing your love garden. Is it a beautiful place to be? How is your love garden? What even is the concept of a love garden to you? You know, how is it hitting? Both of these show nature. Both of these show the natural world around us. Season of the Witch is showing you that right now when you're watching this, whatever time it is, right? Like I said, it's a timeless reading. There's energy at your disposal to use to get what you want. And this is going to be directly linked to how you're thinking and how you're speaking. Change your narrative. There's a book I really like. It's called The Shards. Probably gonna reread it. I know I have weird taste. But the main character is a writer in the book, and he talks about the narrative. She chose that narrative, he chose this narrative. This is the narrative that we're using for this situation, for this person. Because when you're living your life, or when you're thinking about something, or when you're doing something, when you're talking about somebody, you're choosing a narrative, you're choosing an angle to look at it. The news does this as well. Everything is an angle, everything is a narrative. The way that you use narratives now for your love life, yourself, has a profound impact on what's coming next as well. Those of you that actually want to go into visualization, meditation, working with energy in a metaphysical way, start to do it. Visualize, visualize, visualize. Use your visualizations to your advantage. If you feel there's an obstacle or a blockage in your love life, ask for a visualization of what that might be. Maybe it'll come to you as a statue. Maybe it'll come to you as a brick wall. Maybe it'll come to you as an animal. I don't know. Figure out why it's coming to you like that. And then once it's there, that blockage or whatever, however you want to use this energy, erase it. This is how you use visualizations and energy to your advantage. This is magic. This is Season of the Witch type energy. That's what I'm picking up for your particular love situation. So I feel like really what we're getting here is a blockage between you and somebody. But let's draw for both of you and see what's coming out. My readings tend to be a little bit intense, so click away now if you don't want what I'm about to get for you. All right, because I'm going to tell it to you straight up, you guys. Your energy at this time in this relationship, my TAROVERSIan. What are we getting here? Your energy at this time in this relationship. Seeing a butterfly, caterpillar butterfly. There's a transformation going on. Maybe that's you. Maybe it's you two together. Heavy on the nature. What is this card here? Four of Cups. Something's coming to you. You're kind of taking a step back from a lot of things though. You're looking over something. You're deciding to make a choice here probably, or you're just in some kind of like introspective mode. All right, your energy at this time, my TAROVERSIan. And I want to see your person's energy at this time. What's your person's energy at this time? What is your person's energy at this time? What's their energy towards you? And what's the overall energy in the relationship between you two? I don't want to see future outcomes in the near future. All right. Your energy at this time, 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 9 of Wands. Multiples of 3, so I feel like you're building, even if it's through a little bit of conflict here. You're using your hurt and your heartbreak in order to move forward. So I feel like this is a sign of healing for you. Some of you might have hurt in the past or might be hurting right now quite a bit. But again, this is actually being used to open doors at this time. So you're using whatever situation is happening to you constructively. You're not in victim mode, most likely, right? These 2 cards right here. Some of you are doing deep work and you're opening up more to your core self, to your heart, being heart-based. We talked about that in the last reading. I don't know if it was the monthly reading or not, if that was the members reading video for June. No, it was the one before. Well, whatever. I feel like you're more in touch with your heart. You're more heart-centered right now. This is opening doors for you in the near future. You might not see it yet, but there's a lot of really good things around you right now. There's a wave of optimism coming in. A lot of you are starting to finally see a path forward when you felt stagnant for a very long time. There's hesitancy. There's hesitancy coming in, likely with a new person. We're going back to the 4 of Cups. I feel that there's going to be an opportunity, if not already. There's an opportunity around you, but you're hesitant. This might also show that you're still a little bit closed off to love coming in, or this person. And that's either because you kind of still feel that you have some work to do on your own, or you're still just a little scared that you'll get hurt again. But there's maybe somebody around you right now who kind of wants in, and it's kind of like you guys aren't totally there yet, or there's somebody coming in very soon. The person over here, their energy. So let's actually start with their feelings towards you. It's the 3 of Cups. I don't think this person's totally committed right now. So you guys could be in a kind of friend stage. You could just be kind of talking. You could have just messed around once or twice, but there's nothing steady, nothing solid yet. I would say don't gaslight yourself into thinking that this is super committed right now. This is still kind of in the open. This person, and we also have the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like there might be somebody around, or this person is keeping options open. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but that's kind of what I'm getting here. Now the overall energy though is quite positive. So I feel this is just a transitory stage of how they feel about you or towards you before they actually would kind of want to gravitate towards something committal. But we have the King of Swords. So your person could be air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or paired with the 3 of Pentacles. I kind of think they're just like making a decision here between you and options, you and someone else, or to actually just kind of take it from something casual to something more committed. It doesn't have to be that there's somebody else involved. It could simply be that there's a casual feeling, a casual aspect about this situation. The way they feel about you does seem to be pretty special though. We also have the Ace of Cups here. So there is a connection forming. There's an opportunity. There is an openness here with you guys, and they feel that. I feel like what I'm kind of picking up on is that you might be a bit closed off to this more than them. At least what I'm getting from the cards. But I also kind of feel like you're not liking the signals that you're getting from this person. You're not getting those committal, crazy about you vibes that would make you comfortable to move forward and totally open up to this person. And I feel that a lot of that is just not this person's style. They may just be more casual than you want or are used to or are asking for. Know your boundaries, know what you want, know what to look for, right? You don't want to sit around and wait and, you know, be dragged by somebody around. It's good to be upfront with what you want. It's good to communicate that, and it's good to act based off of your own integrity here. Because there's a little confusion on your end. And I feel that there's a lot being held inside. There's a lot of hesitancy there with you. And I feel that that energy is kind of slowing down what's going on right now, but it might just already be a slow situation in general. Energy between you guys, we got the Ten of Pentacles and the Star. That's beautiful energy. Actually, I want to pull, before I interpret that, a liminal space card as well. The passing of time. So we have a slow moving energy between you guys right now. What I'm picking up on as I channel this card is that something needs to kind of develop here between you guys before this gets to anything substantial or serious right now. There is something there. Your person needs time to make it more serious, I guess. And you need some time to open up and really kind of finish your journey, because you're on this whole journey over here of the heart, likely due to a past heartbreak. You're healing and you're doing good, but I feel like you still want a little bit more time. Maybe not you, maybe your higher self wants it before you really get to where you want to be. Patience is needed right now. The passing of time shows that there will be healing in this connection. So for whatever reason between you two, there needs to be healing. But there's also long-term success with the Ten of Pentacles. This could be a potential long-term partner. But what I'm kind of feeling strongly is that you guys need to get to know each other. Make sure there's an opportunity to get to know each other. I'm seeing a bird flying overhead, big and black. I don't think it's a vulture. A cactus and a tumbleweed. So some of you are like, where, in Texas? Why is that coming out? I don't know why. I'm getting desert imagery quite strongly. Very Americana cowboy type vibes. So weird. Snakes and stuff. Okay, like rattlesnakes. Before we get into so what I'll do here, we already pulled for what to expect in the near future. I'll pull a little bit more about what's going on with your person, what they're thinking, feeling towards you, etc. That'll be in the extended, but anything else that you need to know and or your highest advice at this time. What's coming out here for my Taroverse? We've got the Five of Wands. There's competition. There's like a soul level connection here, very close, like very close connection between you and this person. Very sweet, very beautiful. But I'm feeling conflict or competition that requires you to be very confident right now in order to get what you want. Without that confidence, it's almost like you'll lose the battle, right? But there's like a need here to be more open, more expressive, I don't know, more into yourself, whatever that means. So yeah. We'll take it into the extended. That'll be in the description box.